this is a story. I don't know if it was hilarious or it was sad. I thought it was hilariously sad, actually, but let's read it. I saw the headline, 13 white people invited to the cookout. All right. So this was an opinion piece by my boy Torre, who I actually know. Respect to Torre. But boy, I was like, what? This is what we do? All right. Okay. Now, I'm reading through the article because I'm like, that headline, 13 white people invited to the cookout. And I don't know where we are in our social space and our social commentary in terms of race for real. Like, we ain't keeping it 100. So everybody out there ain't just talking the real. You can't talk the real. I mean, it ostracizes so many when you talk about race, right? But you also got to look at the situation like, man, we're not talking the real. At the same time, you imagine if a headline said 13 black people invited to the country club. Oh, shit. Like, oh, where they do that at, right? So let's talk about that, because that's where I always take things. And am I the only one that does that? I literally give the converse. I literally flip things as soon as I hear them. And when I hear it that way, I'm like, God, dog, Fuzzy Zeller in this motherfucker. Like, what y'all talking about, Willis? What you talking about, Willis? All right, so Torre did explain himself at least. So let's talk about the explanation. All right. My boy said, it takes a lot for a white person to be cookout worthy. I'm talking about the mythical cookout. Okay, so we're in some more fictional space. Okay, duh. A critical black space where the entire culture comes together as one and communes in peace and love. It's a place where we can luxuriate in black culture and blackness. If we invite too many white people, we risk ruining it. The overwhelming blackness of the space is the point. That said, we all know that there are some white people who are part of the extended family or who have given us some extraordinary example of allyship that makes them cookout worthy. And here are 13 people who I think should get in. And there were 13 people in there. It was like Tina Marie or something, because she could sing. Oh, man. So I was like laughing, and then I was like, damn. I was like, as long as it's good if it's good for the goose, it's good for the gander. If all sides can do this, then let's go. Because you know me, I'm a fan of freedom of speech. Oh, man, Michael McDonald should have been in there. I know that. Let's talk about the fact that this is really a thing. And it doesn't seem like it's a universal thing, right? There is a BET, but there's not a WET. But people say mainstream media is WET, so I've heard that pushback. How y'all feel about that if you saw 13 black people invited to the country club as a headline and an article? Would you be like, oh, all right, that's cool. Or you'd be like, what the funk is going on around here, right? It got to be universal to me. That's my first rule. Second rule is it was hilarious, so let's have some fun with it. All right, 13 white people that should be invited. White chocolate does in the name, like people like that, right? It's stupid. I know what he's saying. Max Kellerman, my dog. Max, go get in. Y'all stupid. All right, 13 black people invited to the country club. Me? Damn it. I know I'm getting in. I know what they're trying to say. They're trying to say like real cornbread or white people love them. Clarence Thomas, they would clown. They would do that. I don't know. Who else would they say would get up in there? Clarence Thomas, certainly. Candace Owens, they would clown. They would go there on her. Yeah. I'm up in there. Whitlock, Jason Whitlock for sure. Y'all so stupid. Man, look, I have no problem with this. I want to know what problems y'all have with it or no problems at all. This is really one of those feedback ones, kind of almost like a Q&A. But is it cool for everybody to do it? That's the conversation I want to have. Because it just don't seem that way. Don't seem like y'all let everybody get in on the cookout, at least in the conversation.